Hello, good morning. We're the Highwaymen. My name's Jason.
Good morning, everybody, and I'm Steve. Good to see you.
And
What are we
today
talking about, Jay?
we are talking about American politics, but there's a bit of a disclaimer before we start. We know not a lot about American politics. So whatever we say, take with a pinch of salt. It's a British view of American politics, the uninitiated. Is that fair to say?
Yes. Good way of putting it. Absolutely. And we like to be educated, everybody. So,
Yes.
so, so please drop us your thoughts. Let us know. Put us right where we're wrong.
In fact, I don't know if you saw, we had a rather long comment on our gun control, our very first video on gun control this week. Felt schools. He'd gone down. It literally broke down everything we spoke about and schooled me about it. So,
Oh,
yeah, interesting.
that's
So,
a
yeah,
good thing.
yeah, it is a good thing. So, your feedback is always welcome. So, American politics. Well, let's start a little bit about the parties. This is what I do know. We've got the Democrats and we've got the Republicans. Now, I think the
Yes.
Democrats are pretty much like our Labour Party. They're kind of
That's how I see it. That's exactly how I see
more
it.
for the people. And so they kind of tend to, I think, get the working man vote more so. And the Republicans seem more for business, more like our conservative parties, and they sort of get the kind of the wealthier vote, if you like. That's the impression that I get. The one
And I'm
thing,
with you on that.
yeah. One thing I find really bizarre about American politics is, I mean, looking at Joe Biden specifically now, he's bloody old. I mean,
But
he
Jay,
is 83 years old. I mean, you're in your late 50s now. I'm in my mid 50s, and everyone I talk to in my age group's thinking about retirement at this point. They're starting to talk. It's starting to come in the conversation about when we retire. When we retire, who
But I
wants
think
to?
you need to put this into perspective, Jay.
Yeah,
He's not lifting bricks, is he, on a hod up and down a bloody scaffolding? All he's doing is sitting behind a desk and being told what to say by somebody else. So it's not really work. And I gotta say, I can actually see why he would be attractive because with age comes experience, and you're not going to rush into something. You're not going to, because quite often you can draw on experience and think, oh, I remember saying something similar to this before, and this happened when we did that. So
hang
let's
on.
not do that.
With age comes incontinence. Now,
That's what Johnny Benson said,
I
apparently.
absolutely I agree with you to a degree. With age comes experience, but then comes a point where, and I know this from even like my own parents and stuff like that, and even myself as you get older, you start forgetting things, and your mind's not as agile as it was. And there's a brilliant clip of I'll try and find it of Joe Biden being pointed in the direction of where to go by one of the Secret Service agents, and he just kind of literally ignores him and walks straight past, almost into a bush or something. I don't know. And the other thing is, getting a politician into power, there's a financial aspect to that, and
Yeah.
they're going to be in a president for at least 4 years. Now, I kind of think once you get to 8, every year is a kind of bonus. So you get him into office. I mean, what happens if he carks it? Do they just kind of
Yeah.
reanimate him
No,
and
no, no,
just?
no. They have a standby. They literally have a standby then in that instance. So it's a bit like us. You know when Boris buggered off,
Yeah,
and then they all decided the party decided who was the best of the best, and they had Liz Truss.
yeah.
So they did. So,
Says
so
that
that's
says a lot. Yeah, that says how well the system really works. If
but
ever
then
there was
but
an
then
endorsement for a stand-in, that's not it.
but
For those
that's
that
a
don't,
similar thing. They've got a similar thing, yeah, and yeah. So basically, that's what they have. They have somebody ready. They will have a little election within themselves, and they will then choose the best that they think is there. They will then only see out the remainder of that term. So if it's 2 years in, they'll only have 2 years in it again.
For those that don't know, Liz Truss was our prime minister after our prime minister left or was thrown out, and we had a replacement that lasted, I think, 10 days. I think she lasted
40 days.
Oh, 40 days. Okay, a little bit better than that. But it's still, though, if you've got someone going in for 4 years, you want someone who's going to be able to live the term. And at 83, I think apology to anyone over 80, but I think once you get to 80, every birthday is an absolute bonus, in my opinion. And I think, why would you invest in that? But even like Donald Trump, he was in his 70s. I mean, you think how wealthy he is. I mean, the reason he's stood really it's got to be just ego, because it's something else he can do. Because with his money, I mean, I'd be sat on a yacht he's got a young, very pretty younger wife. He's got a young family. I'd be in the Mediterranean on a yacht, just enjoying all the money that I've got, rather than, having to tweet every hour about some rubbish. What was your impression of Donald Trump, by the way, while we're talking about Donald Trump?
Oh my goodness! Well, he was our Boris, wasn't he? So basically,
same hairdressers.
Hugely egotistical. Believes not just the world revolves around him, the universe revolves around him. And he's right, everybody else is wrong. I mean, do you remember when he found out he had lost? He was adamant he wasn't he hadn't lost. No, I've not. That was just stupid. And I'm
unbelievable.
Outsider.
That's it.
What's my opinion of him? I'll be honest with you, Jay. I think the world is fucked. Genuinely fucked, because we have got such incompetent buffoons running our countries, and just look. I mean, my God, it's mind blowing. No wonder the world is in the freaking state it's in when you've got clowns like him and Oz and freaking Kim Jong Un or whatever his bloody name is.
Well, to be fair going back a few years now, there was Trump and there was Hillary Clinton, and to be honest with you, I think there were two real bad choices anyway. And I think at least with Trump, his cards are on the table. I mean, he says anything that pops into his head. We're going to build a wall and they will pay for it, and everyone's absolutely cheering and loving. And you're sitting there thinking, no chance, absolutely no chance. But I think that's the way he's always done business. I know when he got I saw something on when he got the golf courses put in Scotland. He promised all these great things that he would do if the golf course went, and then never delivered on them. But he got the golf course, but he got it done. And we were on holiday the year that he got elected, and we met a lovely couple from South Carolina who asked us what we thought of Trump. and I sort of didn't have a particularly good opinion on him, but they said, we haven't voted for years, but for Trump, we came out and we voted. So a lot of people, people who believed in him really, really believed in him, and I think that's the thing that I've always found with Americans that I've met is they are passionate about their politics. You're either a Republican and a Democrat, but the impression I get is that Democrats aren't very tolerant of Republicans, but Republicans seem to be a bit more tolerant of Democrats. That's the way I kind of see it.
The Catholics and the Protestants, really.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting thing for you, Jay. The way that the Americans vote is slightly different to us because it's done on the states. Okay, so each state holds, which incidentally has its own little powerhouse. They are almost little standalone countries, if you like. So they vote. Excuse me. And then their little bit then puts through who they want to put forward, you see, and that's how it's done. So I think there's 50. Oh, forgive me. Is there 50 or 51? 50 states.
50 states, yeah.
But not all of them are eligible to vote. Interesting.
Can I just interrupt that? I know why that confuses you, and that always confused me, because there was a denim manufacturer in Leicester used to be called 51 States. Do you remember?
Oh.
And that's why that's why you confused. But I always think that I had to Google it. Not, a few weeks ago, I was thinking about it, and I had to Google it, and it's because of the 51 states genes. But anyway, carry on. You carry on, mate. Carry on.
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you for that, because that's obviously in the back of my bloody head, and that's where that's come from. Good on you. Wow. Okay. So anyhow, it doesn't go on when people go to the polls. They don't individually, all their individual votes don't count as such. And just for interest, on the year that Hillary Clinton lost, overall, she actually had 3 million more public votes
Right.
than Trump did.
Right.
Interestingly enough,
I see,
that's
because it's
it.
done. And
That's
then,
my bit.
then they have the college ones as well, the college votes. I don't know quite know how that works. I
Yeah.
remember,
Right
I
now,
remember hearing about that.
the electoral college or something like that. I think it
Yes.
is.
Yeah. I
So
don't quite know how
that,
that works. But I know
well, I
that was a
think,
bit of a swing they were waiting for in the last election. They were waiting for these college votes. Whether that actually means that the individual students on the campuses vote, or and then they get put through separately, I don't know. Don't know.
no.
Tell
Again,
us, Americans, tell us, please. We want to know.
yeah, do,
Yeah.
do. Yes,
And while
yes,
you're at
yes.
it, while
Do.
you're typing your little comments, you can also like the video, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can hit Steve's bell end. Hit the
Please
bell
do.
icon, and
It's
we'll
there to be hit.
get notified of all the updates and when we do a new video.
Very
Anyway,
good.
we're glad you
Yeah,
didn't vote for Hillary Clinton because she is one of the lizard people.
yeah,
Yeah,
We've said that, haven't we?
I
We
think we've
like
seen
her.
it. We've seen it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't unsee that, Steve. That's going to go in my head now all afternoon. Oh my word! Thank God he missed the camera. Right.
Oh.
Anything more to add on that? American politics.
No, honestly, we would love to be enlightened a little bit more because it is a minefield. And yeah, we like to learn, don't we, Jay?
Do you think Trump's going to get another go?
I've no doubt. The way the world is, I've absolutely no doubt at all he will.
I think it's unfinished business for him. And I think he's although he might be going to prison, isn't he? Isn't he on trial at the moment for inciting riots?
He was impeached. He was impeached a couple of times. And impeachment means that's a little body, if you like. So you know how we have the House of Lords and we have the House of Commons, right? So they have the Senate and
Congress.
Thank you so much. That's it. So Congress is like our House of Lords, if you like.
You're right.
And they are able to investigate any wrongdoings that the president has been accused of, and that's called impeachment. So yes, he's been impeached on more than one occasion, and as far as I know, they're still looking into that. So yeah, he might be arrested, but hey, I'm sure he could run the country from inside jail. No problem.
I'm sure he could. No problem at all. And he still get his hair cut.
Yes, of course he would.
Absolutely. Right. Shall we leave that one there?
Yes. As we said, please educate us.
Yeah, we need to know more. We want to know more. Get tapping, like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next exciting episode. Same channel, same place. Take care.
Incidentally, I think I might run for president as well next time around. Is it the first? Something to do with November. So it must have been the midterms that's just gone. Thinking about it. So Biden's been in for a couple of, so that's your midterms. So you can chuck your hat in whenever you want.
2 years. You need a backer, mate. You need a backer with a few million quid.
Well, that's where you come in, Jay.
No, I don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that. Right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, everybody. Take care.